At this stage of the service, I'm supposed to say something smart about the Torah portion, so I'll try. Our Torah portion this week is a Pakudei, which can be found in the book of Shemot. It's towards the end of the book of Shemot, Exodus. A few chapters in the book of Shemot are dealing with the building of the Mishkan, of the tabernacle in the desert. This is a huge effort by the whole community. The community are asked to donate their skills and silver and gold and all that is needed to build a wonderful place of worship within the desert, which should be portable. People are asked to build the ark, the menorah, the table, the altar, the covering. So it's a massive, massive effort there. And also we were told that they were helping in producing embroideries for the tent and for the garments that the high priest should wear. So there's a lot of effort by the community. It's almost like a tedious list of everything that is needed to be done for the portable Mishkan. And one could sense that there's a lot of repetition there. And you might want to ask yourself why, the world was created in 6 days and the Mishkan was created in so many chapters within the Torah. God's work in comparison to humans' work. I compiled a list of what we can learn from this list of things that were completed at the end of the book of Shemot, of Exodus. I compiled a list of what we can learn from that. So here it goes. So Moses assembled the people to build the Mishkan. These should teach us that a strong community is built through effective effort. In modern life, this reminds us that people come together with a shared purpose, whether for the synagogue, a charity, or social cause, they accomplish great things. The Torah portion also teaches us about the importance of giving generously. The Israelites donated enthusiastically to the Mishkan, so much so that Moses had to tell them to stop. Today, this teaches that giving generously, not just financially, but also through volunteering, time and skills, and emotional effort, build a community together. The previous chapter also tells us that the Shabbat is very important. So in the middle of all this construction in the desert, Moses tells the Israelites, reminds them of the importance of Shabbat. So no matter what the job that we do, no matter how hectic our life is, Shabbat is very important. It's a time for rest and time to be together as a community. The Torah portion also teaches us about accountability and transparency. In Pekudei, this is the Torah portion of this week, Moses gives a full report of the materials used in the Mishkan, demonstration honesty and responsibility in leadership. In today's world, this highlights the need of transparency in public services, businesses, communal organization. Trust is built when leaders are accountable. This is just a little hint of what is happening in the world at the moment. The Torah portion is also teaches teach us about the fact that everybody in a community has a role. The craftsmen of Betzalel and Oholiav mentioned in the Torah portion, they both played a vital role in the building of the Mishkan. They were the artisans of the Mishkan. This teaches us that we need leadership, artists, builders, and other people to donate whatever they could. So skills has something valuable to the community in our society. And when people come together and bring their own skills, whether donation to the Mishkan or their own time, or just show their faces in services, that is good enough as well. Towards the end of the Sidra, towards the end of the book of Shemot, we are told that the Mishkan is now built and God's presence dwell among the people. In fact, God's presence filled the whole Mishkan, the whole space, so much so that nobody could come in. What this is telling us, what this is teaching us, that we need to create a space, physical space or emotional space, where kindness, holiness, and divine values can dwell. Through the arts of goodness, justice, and community building, we bring spirituality into our everyday life. When I talk about God, which is not that often, this reminds me of my a week of interview, which happened 5 years ago when I applied to become a rabbi at Leobe College. I was asked by a panel of colleagues various questions. And one of the questions was about my application to the college. And in my application, I did not mention the word God in it. And so they asked me why you didn't mention the word God. And I thought, now I'm being, they can see through me now. How could I be a rabbi without mentioning God? So I needed to dig deep. And I arrived to our Torah portion of this week. And I said that I see God when harmony exists between people. When I see people coming to the shul and show kindness to each other, love to each other, respect to each other, this is exactly where I see God dwelling within us. And to that I would say, Amen.